First of all, tears for me. Second of all, tears for Michael. City, they host Palace. I come to realize that most years when I'm driving back home to Ohio from Brooklyn, from Manhattan, wherever I'm living at the time, this is the fixture that happens. I was stuck in a snowstorm in the middle of Pennsylvania one year when Andros Townsend just kicked a dagger through our hearts. The next year, I think we were down 2-0 and ended up winning 4-2. There's always some crazy shit that happens in this fixture. Grealish scored in the 24th to give us the lead. Rico Lewis with his first goal in the 54th minute. We had a 2-0 lead up to the 75th minute when Mateta scored in the 76th minute. And then Elise, 5 minutes into stoppage time, converted the pen. I think the pen happened around the 92nd minute. It's tough. It's hard for me also to kind of ask myself questions. So I'll hand it off to, hopefully Michael has some thoughts or something prepared to be able to ask me about. But City don't look City. I'll say that first and foremost.
You guys, it's the first time where like you had a lead and it was late in the game, and you just don't. I don't know what it is. You just can't keep the ball like how you usually do, and I just right now it has to be just like a fluency thing, like with the players or something. But I thought like Alvarez was average. I know Foda got an assist. I thought he was like pretty average. Bernardo Silva, like I talk about him all the time, like how much he does. He can't do like literally everything, and it kind of just seems like sometimes he's running around because he's trying to get everything done. And then I just think I know I've been saying that he's a good player, and he is in his position. I don't think Vardiol's a left back.
Yeah.
I think he needs really to not play there anymore because he gets cooked a lot.
Yeah, I think that's really fair. Alvarez was a month ago on a hot streak, and I think it's cooled down a bit, and that's going to happen with strikers. Doku's still out, Haaland's still out, De Bruyne's still out. No excuses, though. Everyone has injuries. I say that all the time. It is really telling, and I know that FOTMOB ratings obviously are not the end-all, be-all of how you should judge a game. It is really, really telling that there are only 3 people in the outfield for Palace that have anything over a 6'4". And it's Elise, it's Mateta, and it's Schlupp. And they're beating us on the sidelines. They're beating us on the wings, which is a place that we normally dominate, and we hold the ball. And then Mateta gets the goal. So I think the defense is a mess. I think that we're really thin, as I've been saying before. And I don't know when this rectifies itself, if it does rectify itself this year. This team feels very eerily to the team that lost it to Liverpool 4 years ago. So, I don't know. It's just an average team right now.
But you're only 4 points off, and you still suck, so think about that.
We're not.
We are 5 now, whatever it is?
We are, 5 points off. Yeah, sorry, Dylan. I didn't mean to say we're not, but only be 1 point off. But yeah, we're 5 points off. Yeah, I know. It's champagne problems at this moment. But I don't know. This team just doesn't feel. I don't feel like they like each other. I don't feel like they get along. I don't feel like they care to like each
friends.
Other.
Did someone steal De Bruyne's girlfriend again? Like, what do we?
You better hope not, because that turned him into the best midfielder in all of the world. So I kind of, it looks like a great family.
Sort of troll, sort of half serious, 90% joking here. Can Pep not handle the injuries? Like, Pep doesn't have the best players in the world, and all of a sudden now all of a sudden he can't manage the players that aren't really ready to play yet necessarily, or
no? I mean, the one complaint I do have about Pep, and I'll do the serious side of the question. Michael, you mentioned this, that at the end of games we can't hold on to possession and we don't retain the ball. We've never done that at end of games. I think it's a strategy for Pep, honestly. I don't know why, but I can recall earlier this season, didn't we draw Everton because they got a late goal? Dylan, Wolves in the past, that's how you guys beat us, is the end of the game where you draw against us. You get one chance because we're just giving you the ball. And I've noticed that Arsenal kind of does the same thing. and I'm wondering if that is like something that he's passed down. Juxtapose that to Villa when they're playing City and the end of the game, they just held on to it. They just had the ball the entire time and we got no chances. I think that's a weird strategy. I don't know if it is a strategy, but that's something I'll complain about. But what am I, 3-time Champions League winner, 5-time Champions League, or 5-time Premier League winner, 1-time treble winner. I'm not going to question that coach.
Do you think they're just bored?
I think that there is some complacency is the word I would use. For sure. I think what is Kyle Walker playing for? Like, not in the sense of like...
Strippers in his hotel room, that's what he's playing for.
All right, well, that was a low blow.
It's a fact, it happened.
Okay.
Who cares?
Yeah. Damn. Join us for our stripping podcast this Thursday.
I can't... Do you think we'll get a mic'd up ref VAR for the Ederson foul?
No.
You don't
All
think
right.
so?
I don't think they'll... I totally forgot that
Michael was
happened.
I forgot
Yeah,
Michael was
yeah.
pissed about that.
I'm not pissed about it. It's just a red card.
Yeah, okay. I don't think they'll do it because I think that there's been other things that happened this week where they're going to be able to put that out. And I think that, again, I'm driving. We stop at a Panera Bread because that's part of our ritual going home. And I go back. What?
I would take Panera Bread off the list, but that's a little too serious for this comment.
Lemonade's killing people, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Luckily, I'm not a jolted lemonade fan. So we're stopping and I'm looking at some of these highlights and whatnot. I joke, but that was a red card. It just was.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be.
It just was. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, he's the last guy.
It's like when they talk about last player, they're not counting the goalie, and he was literally the last player, and he is the goalie. Like, I don't understand how taking out somebody. It must have just been something where they interpreted he was too far to like the side to be a legitimate chance, but I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Nick, I knew you were the pushback on that. Any brief thoughts?
I mean, I'm not staking my flag at
Yeah,
this hill at all, but
I'm solidly yellow card on this one.
No, I was just that was just one of the old, like, can't turn off the I enjoy playing devil's advocate when it comes out, but so then I realized, like, well, I might as well just dig in and just go for it now, but
just not give up at all.
I mean, like, I guess, obviously the rule's a rule, but I mean, wasn't it an egregious foul? No. Was he trying to play the ball legitimately? Yeah, like, I mean, I think
it's a red more for the situation as opposed to
the spirit of it wasn't anything that was red, but I get it.
Yeah, because he didn't take his boot off and hit him over the fucking head with it. That means it's not a red.
It was no Raul Jimenez.
As I said, I left the flag at the bottom, at the base of the hill. It's not getting stuck anywhere. So.
We don't need to win this one.
No.
City don't look good. And Michael, I know we spoke about this last week. If we're being honest, this is third injury to his leg. When De Bruyne gets back, you can't expect him to be, Superman. And I just don't know what's going to be the spark for this team. So we'll have to see. Wait and see. I'm not going to freak out. Honestly, you gotta go backwards to go forward sometimes, and that's how I'm looking at it. Right?
That's a fourth place mentality right there, buddy.
Yeah, well, I got enough trophies over the past 5 years to not worry about it. You, on the other hand, FA Cup, that's about all you got, right?